So on the second session of how to create a website using a website builder tool, we will work on
Hmm.
other section of this website homepage. So on our previous session, we have customized the header part. On the header part, you
Yeah.
have a doubt how to redirect uh, your website visitor to a home page when they click on a logo sign. For that, you
Hmm.
have to click here on edit, and when you click here on edit, there will be a logo section here where you can change or upload the logo. This is the part where you can change or upload the logo from. So you will click here on setting part, and in the setting part there will be an option of link here. On the link
Okay.
option, you will click here on this link button. Right now it's already attached to a home page, but when you are doing first time, there will be a tab available here, button, link button. Click on the link button like this, and click on the second option of page, and choose a page from here, and choose the position of the page. Top of the page, welcome, about, service, Instagram. So always choose on the top of the page. So top of the page is a section, and choose the right page from here. If you want to redirect them to a home page, choose it from here, and choose the link to a page here from this section. Now, the second part is image alternative text. As Google can't read images, so we have to give images some kind of alternative name so Google can read images. So whenever like you are creating an e-commerce website, and whenever someone buying product from an e-commerce website, so they will not buy a product without actually seeing the image of that particular product. If someone is
Yeah.
buying a t-shirt or maybe a mobile phone from your e-commerce website, they want to see the image first. And how Google will show images to someone who is searching t-shirt for man on Google if your images don't have a alternative text. So every image you will upload on your website should have a alternative text which is related to the product category or your business category. For example, this is image related to my business category, and the category is my business logo. So I can type here advertising logo. So when someone search advertising or someone search advertising logo, this image will be appear on search engine image results by Google, Yahoo or Bing, because I am putting up or I am using an alternative image tag to every single image I am uploading on my website. So that's the two part of every single image. You can link any image to any page. Also, you can put alternative image text to any single image. Now, in this header part, we also created a call to action button. So every section
Yeah.
you create on your website, you have to create these kind of call to action button. They are really important because for two reasons. One reason is that they desire action. After seeing these kind of buttons, customer click on those buttons and take any kind of action on your website, whether it's buying something or providing information, something like that. Also, these kind of call to action button connect one page to another page of your website, and that's how you can generate more website traffic. Also, Google will rank your website higher if your website have internal link. That means your one page is connected to other page of your website. Now, it's not about a call to action button, creating call to action button. It's also using the color, font, and size of the call to action button. There are some colors like a red or blue we mostly use on our call to action button because these kind of call to action button attract more customers. They click on these kind of call to action button more. You can also change the color of these buttons, but this setting is not available on ADI tool. Changing the color or changing the font or changing the size of button, you have to uh, change your website from ADI to editor 2, and that we will learn into the next part of this session. So now, after customizing header part, the second part we will customize is this part, and we call this part a introduction or a welcome part. Same thing in this one. First, you will pick a design from here by clicking here. Pick a right design for your introduction part. From this section, there will be a few themes. of sections for introduction, and you can pick any theme from here. This, this is the one theme we are using. Then there are other themes too. You can change the theme from here, and you pick any theme you find more interesting. Let's say I want to go with the same theme. Okay, then you will go to the edit part and customize the details we are providing here, and the keywords you will target here should be related to your business category. For example, this is a digital marketing website, so the keywords I will target should be related to digital marketing, like advertising or digital marketing agency. Right now we are using a ADI tool, so we don't need to worry much about the content part because the content is created by this ADI tool for us, whether it's images or text based. This is a title, this is a subtitle, and this is a description. So on a subtitle or title, you can use one focus keyword which is related to your business category, like digital marketing agency or digital marketing or advertising. On a description can be 4 or 5 or 6 lines long. You can target more than one keyword here in the paragraph part. Also, the it is created by ADI tool, so you can customize it. Like they are using, we are based in San Francisco, so we can change it like something like we are based in New Delhi. So you can make some kind of minor changes from here, unless you write your own content for your website. To make it italic, bold, underline, or creating any kind of hyperlink, you can do from description part. Same thing. Now come to the setting part. In the setting part, same thing with the logo thing, same thing you will do here again. You will click here on setting part, and now it's up to you. You want to use this image, or you want to upload a different image for your website, or you want to go with a video. Video are more
This
engaging
one
as
I
per.
did.
Okay, so video are more engaging than images. So you can use a video also, but when you are uploading a video on your website, video can also make your website slow because the size of an image may be around 40, 50 or 60 KB, but a video size can be 40, 50, 60 MB, and that can make your website slow. So when you are uploading a video, try don't upload a video directly, upload it on a YouTube and share the link here, so that will help you to your website load faster. Now the second thing is that about when you are uploading the images, you have also have to pick the size and the format of the image. For example, when you are uploading a logo on your website, you will go with the PNG format is a high resolution format. So you will go with the PNG format for your logo. But when you are uploading pictures on your website content like this one, or the product photos of your e-commerce website, you will go with JPEG 2000 or WebEx. Why? Because these formats help your website load faster, and the size of your image can't be more than 40, 50, or 60 KB. So you have to change the format and resize your every single photo before uploading it. Otherwise, those photos will make your website slower, and it will take more time to reload. And if your website is taking more time to reload, and if it's really slow, then you will generate less website traffic. Also, Google will rank your website lower and lower. So always remember, uploading images in JPEG 2000 or WebEx format after resizing it around 40 to 80 KB maximum. You can't upload a 200 or 400 KB images. That will make your website, especially for e-commerce website, because e-commerce website have thousands of pictures. Every single product have 4 to 5 pictures. So imagine your website have thousands of images, and every image have a size of 200 to 400 KB. That will go up to a GB, 2 GB of storage of your website only for images, and that will make your website really, really slow. So change the format before uploading it. Also resize the images. Now, same thing we will do here again. We will create a call to action button for this section too. Like there are two call to action button. We will delete one, and we will go with only one call to action button. And you can create like talk to us, or maybe learn more or about us, and you can link this one to a different page of your website. So every section should have a call to action button. Let's say talk to us. I want to connect it with my phone number, my company phone number, so they can directly call me. So I will choose the phone one part and go with this option. Now our introduction part is almost done. Now come to our third part, which is our about us part, where we will tell our customers about why we do it, how we do it, and from when we are doing it. So why we are creating a homepage with every different section, because homepage generate 90% traffic of your website. When someone types your domain name or someone visit your website from a social media handle, they directly visit your homepage. So you have to show most of your content on a homepage, but you can't make a really long homepage. So what you will do, you will create a small section and mention everything in brief in your homepage, and attach your homepage section to a particular page where you will mention everything in detail. For example, I want to tell my customer about my company history in this homepage section in briefly. And if they want to know more about us, then they click here and visit my About Us page and learn more about my company. That you have to do with your homepage. On your homepage, you have to show a lots of things about your business, whether it's about services, about your history, testimonial, reviews, introduction, some kind of offers, or a feature category of your product. Everything you will show on a homepage to generate more website traffic, because homepage, everyone will first visit your homepage, then they visit your other pages. On this About Us section, we will do the same thing. First, we will go to the design part and pick the right design for our About Us section. So this is the one section we are using right now, and we have other section like this one, or maybe this one, or this one. Let's say I want to go with this one. I will choose this one, and after that, when this one is updated, I will edit or customize the section from this part. And from this part, I will do the same thing. About is a title. I can change this title. I can make it more interesting, because about is very normal one. So I can uh, choose something like that. I can write something, a catchy headline like "Why choose us." This is a catchy headline I want to use in my About Us section. Then a subtitle, and then a description part where I will try to use one or two keywords for my business, which can attract businesses. So let's start to change some minor changes here like this one. And I can use like, is a digital marketing website, so I can choose a word like digital marketing agency or social media marketing agency, web agency in my description part. Then the same thing in the setting part, you can change the image, or you can use a video, or you can put an alternative text here like M and M advertising advertising agency. So when someone search any advertising agency, this picture will be shown to them, and they can visit my website. And we are doing this only because that these days Google shows same result as you are comparing text or images. Both results are same. If 50 people are searching images, 50 people are searching text. So that's why images are lot more important these days. You can also describe your image here from this part, or you can link your image from a page too, but it's not necessary to link every image to a page unless you are using an e-commerce website. For e-commerce website, you should link your images to a shop page. Like after seeing the image, they want to buy it, they will click on the image and directly go to the payment page to buy it. But for normal website, it's not important, so I will not do that. And then I will go to the button of find out more, where they can learn more about it, because here I'm writing only in 3 to 4 lines about my company history. So now I will link it to the About Us page, where they can learn everything about my company history and my client history or my experience. So let's choose a page from here, About Us, and click here it on done. So now your this part is done. Now this is another section here, and this section is our client section or our services section. Or if you want to add another section in your website, because if you see after this approach section, we have a Instagram section, I guess, event section. So what if you want to showcase something extra on your website other than that these section, because you have to impress your potential customer with your home page. And how you will do that? So after your header, introduction, or about us section, you can add an extra section of testimonial, reviews, or meet my team. And you can click here on add and click here on the section to the page, or you can directly click here on this plus icon like this. And to generate more engagement on your website, to impress your potential customer, to tell them that we are one of the best and we satisfy our clients every single needs. So you can add some kind of a testimonial section, and these are the section already available here. So these section we already added in our website with all green tick, and these are the extra section we can add, whether it's project, client, work, team, joiners, in news, subscribe, FAQ, Instagram, or they are also like images, video, media gallery, testimonial, team member. So let's go with the testimonial one, because when you are generating B2B leads from your clients, you need a testimonial section. But after reading those testimonials from your client, they will contact you because reviews matters most. And according to a survey by HubSpot, 90% of consumers buy a product or enroll or subscribe for a services after reading a testimonials or reviews from the website or Facebook review or Google review. So you have to make it sure that your website should have at least 10 to 15 reviews or testimonials from your client. So now you know that you have to add this section. Now which design you want to pick, this one or this one, a single image or this one. So any design you can pick from here. So let's say I want to go with uh, this one, this slideshow. I want to go with this slideshow. So I will drag it here after the about us section and I will add it here. Now after adding it, I will make some editorial changes or to customize it according to my business category and my business needs. So this is a testimonial section I am adding here. If you have more than 10 to 12 testimonials, so what you will do, you will showcase only 5 to 7 testimonials here and create a button of get more reviews, and when they click on it they will go to a separate page where you will showcase all your client testimonials. 100, 200, 500, more the reviews, better the chances of conversion you have. So first thing first, we need a title here for this section, because right now it's a little bit confusing what this section is. So right now now it's a testimonial here. You can use a testimonial word or you can go with the review one. If you don't if you generating B2B lead, then testimonial will look good. If you're generating B2C leads, like you are targeting consumers and customers, then you will type here reviews. After that, header subtitle, and header subtitle they will create it for you, or you can choose something like what our clients think about us. So you can also type something like that. But right now they have given from the source, but you can type us like what our clients think about us, or get a review, something like this. Then a paragraph if you want to write a paragraph, but I'm not writing it. Otherwise, it will look I'm stuffing lot of content here on the testimonial part. So I will not do that. I want to add an image at a background of this testimonial and find source. No. If I want to, I can do it like I will click here on a media and an image will appear from here to here, this section as a background. Let's try it, make it, maybe it make it really good. So if you want to go with this, you can also go with that. Otherwise, you can untick this box. Then now the header button, you want to create a header button. As I told you, if you have more than 10 to 15 testimonial, so you can create a header button like this and type here like view more or get more reviews, and connect this page to a separate page where you will showcase all the testimonials. If you don't have enough testimonials, no need to add it this call to action button here. Now come to the slideshow part. Slideshow you can manage from here, either clicking here on the setting part or clicking here on the pencil part. From the setting part, if you click here, you can manage it, like edit it, duplicate it from here, or you can directly click here on the pencil part like this one. And here you can change the person name, image, and his text review regarding your company or product. Let's say I want to type a review like here, so I will change a type of client name. I will type his review here, and I will upload a picture from here, this part, and link this one image to his LinkedIn profile or Instagram profile, so your client can verify that these testimonials are genuine. Because anyone can type fake testimonial. So how you make genuine testimonials? You can link this photo to their social media handles or their website, so they can verify that these testimonials are real. So they also help you to generate quality leads. Also, you can also create a button below here in this testimonial part, and same thing, you can create a button like a view more, where they can check all the testimonial, or you can type here something like LinkedIn like this, and connect their LinkedIn profile by clicking on the web address section and type the URL of their LinkedIn profile here. So if I want to connect my LinkedIn profile here, I will copy the LinkedIn profile URL or Facebook profile URL or Instagram profile URL or the website domain name, and I will paste it here. So they can verify it if this is an actual review or testimonial from a client or it's a fake one. So that's how you can impress your customer. Now, as I told you, if you have more than one testimonial or 10 to 15 testimonials, so you have to create a separate page. So by clicking here, create a page for this item, you can actually create a page for testimonial, and where you can clearly write a long testimonial of your client, because here you can write only 1 or 2 line long testimonial maximum. If your customer is giving you around 4 to 5 line or maybe 2 or 3 paragraph long testimonial, so you will create a separate page and attach that page by creating a link on the footer or header. So that's how you can edit every section of the testimonial here. Then if you want to add a footer paragraph here, any paragraph or any button, you can do that, but it will not make the website section actually visually good, because we already have a really long section. If you see here and here, the height of the section is actually really long, so I don't want to add another footer because it will stretch the height further more, so I don't want that. So I will go with this section. It's up to your choice, you want to do that or not. Now, after the testimonial part, for businesses purposes, for 99 businesses, they succeed when they show their team who will work on their projects, what they will learn from, or what kind of people will be a part of their business journey. So you can add another section of which is a team section like this one, meet my team, and you will start with yourself or your team member. So you can choose any section like this one or maybe this section. So any section for a team member you can choose from here. So let's pick one design from here, and I will go with this one, and it will be added here. So every business have a different needs. For digital marketing agency, testimonials and meet my team are really important. But for e-commerce website, testimonials are not important. Even the meet my team are not important. For e-commerce website, the section which is important is subscribe now, where you are collecting email ID from your customers, or feature the product, where you are showcasing the most popular product of your website. So you have to think about your particular section you need in your website according to your business category. And you can take inspirations from your competitors' website. Don't copy them, but you can take a inspiration from them. So I will show you also. So this is the Header part, we will mention here meet the team part here, like this. And then if you want to add any kind of description, media, header, button, anything, you can do it from here. And same thing we did earlier on the testimonial part by clicking the pencil button and categorizing them, customize them with your business product or your team or the testimonial. Same thing you can do here. So I will not do it again. Now, the most important section for any business, whether it's your business as a e-commerce or my business as a digital marketing agency, is subscribe. What is subscribe? So in digital marketing, there is a marketing which we do, which we call email marketing. In email marketing, we send millions of emails with just one click. And all those emails we send it to our email list. We have an email list of millions of email IDs. And how we got those email ID. So there are two ways of getting email ID. One, you can buy email ID from someone, but if you buy email ID from someone, it will cost money for you. The second thing is that if you send someone email without their permission, your email ID and your email both will mark as a spam. And if your email ID and or your email will mark as a spam, they will start delivering on a spam folder, and no one check their spam folders. Even you don't get notification when you receive a mail on a spam folder. So you don't want that your email, which you are, whether it's a billing mail or a customer mail or a promotional mail or social mail or an important mail, it got delivered on a spam folder. You don't want that. So you don't need to buy a email address because it will mark your email ID as spam. The another way of collecting email ID is creating these kind of subscribe now form, like this one. So most of the e-commerce website, and for example, you can take example of H&M. H&M is a e-commerce website which deals with a clothing brand. So what they do to collect email ID, they create this kind of subscribe now form with a tagline or heading above a subscribe form, and the heading is like that: get 50% off on your first purchase, or first shipping order is free, no delivery charge, or maybe lifetime membership, or maybe two, three, or three free demo classes. So any kind of freebies they provide to their customers, and they mention it here on the top part. So after seeing that offer, anyone get excited and give their name and email ID. So when they give their email ID or their name, they receive some kind of freebie, maybe a coupon code, maybe a free shipping, or maybe free demo classes. But in return, what you will get? In return, you will get an email ID, a genuine email ID, and the person gave you a permission to send them an email. So now what will happen? Now you have a email address and you can send them email for a lifetime whenever you launch a new product or a new uh, any kind of promotion or any kind of discount, anything you do in your business, you can use those email ID to send your email marketing campaign. And benefit of email marketing campaign is that it's totally free. You just need to buy a tool and you can send millions of emails per day with a single click. So it's the cheapest way of marketing as compared to the advertisement of Facebook ad or Google ad. So collecting email ID is really important. And collecting email ID, the best part of doing that is doing from your website by providing some kind of freebies to your customer. Because if you don't provide any kind of freebies to your customer will not provide your email ID. For example, remember when was the last time you provided your email ID to anyone without getting anything in return? I don't think you did. No one did that. Unless someone give me something is for free, whether it's some kind of discount or any kind of free package, I will not provide them my email ID or my name. So you have to create these kind of offers on your website. Otherwise, no one will fill this form. So what kind of offer you can create, it can depend upon business category. For my business category, I can create something like that. free 5-day demo on your project in my digital marketing agency. You can create in your e-commerce website like 20 or 30% discount on the first order, or maybe free shipping on the first order. So everyone wants free shipping because shipping charge around 900 to 200 rupees. Discount are also 20 to 30%. Everyone will get excited and provide your email ID. And the more email ID you have, but the chances of your product conversion. This is a subscribe now button we are creating here. Now this is another section of our website. First we will pick the design from here. And these other designs are available. Let's say I want to go with this one. And after that, I will go to the edit part and make editorial changes. Same thing we are doing on the above 4 to 5 parts. We will do it again. Creating call to action buttons, adding headings, tagline, paragraph. I can do it from here. Same thing. I don't need to do something extra here. Same thing I can do here too. So I will not create a button for here, or I will not create a button for footer. I will create button only for this section where they can check for my services. I will click a button like here and get a touch button. I will create to us connect to a services page where they can take my services, or maybe my product page where they can book a product. So let's say I will direct them a pricing on plans like this. Now the next section is the Instagram section. It will really helpful for the bloggers and those who are publishing lots of content on their social media handle. So what you can do, you can connect your Instagram account directly from your website, and your website will show all the real-time photos of your Instagram on your website. For example, first pick the design. Let's say I'm going with the design. I will go to the setting part and I don't need to do anything. I just click here to the connect part and mention the email ID and password of my Instagram. For example, let me show you. I will click on the Instagram account. A new window will open. I will click here, allow, and within a few seconds, my Instagram will be connected to. So I connected my institute Instagram account to this website, and you will see all the pictures here of from my company's Instagram account, or the real-time photos. If I want to stretch these images on the full screen from this corner to this corner, I will click here on this button. If I want to showcase on the center part, I will not do that. So it's also a function here. Now this section is done. Now come to the next section, the event section. Again, you will choose the design and you can create a webinar or workshop from this section. Same thing, which we are doing on other section. Now the most important section is a contact us section, which is this one. Because here you will collect leads from your customers, especially in B2C businesses and B2B businesses. For e-commerce, it's not important because e-commerce site, they are directly buying product from your product page. They are making transaction on your website. But in other businesses, they have some kind of a query and they want to connect with you. So they will fill this kind of form. So first you will pick a design from you. So this one don't have any kind of image. So we need to use images on our section because images or visual content make our website more attractive and more engaging. So let's say any design we have with some kind of image. Let's see. We have this one, but this one have a really different kind of background, so it's hiding the text color. We can go with this one. And after that, it will be posted and we will make some do some customization and make some minor changes here on this section of website. And then our first part of creating a website will be done. That was the customizing the home page. So let's go to the edit part, and the title is contact with us. If I want to make it more catching, I can choose a different heading like have any question, doubts or queries with a question mark. I can choose that, or I can directly go with that. So let's say I want to change it, so I can change it from this section. So you have to make your content really engaging, because in digital marketing content is main. Other thing you can learn, but content to be how to create creative content, how to create engaging content is really important, because content drive engagement. So you have to be more creative when you are creating your website or any kind of content for your social media or other platforms. So let's say I'm typing here or something different, because question like contact with us or contact us, everyone is using these kind of words, but use something different like this one. Now if you want to change image, you can change image from here, same thing. Then your phone number, email id, mention your email id here, professional email id, not your Gmail id. If you're using your Gmail id, your customer will not put faith on your brand. So always use a professional email id. Then your address. If you are some kind of e-commerce website, so then you don't need to showcase your social media handles. Sorry, your map. You can untick the map from here like this, and then show social media handles. Click here and showcase all your social media handles, so they can check your social media profile too. And now the main part is the forum part, where you will collect lead. So you will click here on the edit form part like this, and ask the question which are really necessary. You can't create a form with a 5 to 7 field, because no one gonna fill that much long forum. So only ask the question 4 to 5 questions which are really important for you to connect with your customers, and delete other unrelated or unimportant questions filled from your forum, and which you can do from the forum part. And from this part, we need name. Okay, mark is required. Email address, no, we don't need our customer address for contacting them, because we are not sending them any kind of document. So we don't need address, so we will delete it like this. Then email id and phone number. I want phone number, I have email id, so I will slide it. Okay, a little bit hang now. Try it again. Okay, so in the edit part, we will go to the forum part again. And then the number, mark is required because you need to make call to them. And the subject part, you can delete it. And a message part, if they have some kind of message for you. So these are the sections you need in your contact us form. Only 4 sections are important. Now also mark is required. If they have want to say something, you need to know why they are messaging you. So again, you can mark is required from here like this. Now your button, you want to create submit button or send button, you can change the button name from here. Then click here on setting part, and from here you need to decide how you want to greet your customer when they will fill this form. So when this message, thank you for submitting, will not appear unless someone click on submit button. If you open this website after I publish it, this message will not appear. When someone fill this information and after that they click here on submit button, then this message will appear. Thank you for submitting. It's a success message that your information is submitted to our website or reached our business. So you can type your submit message here like thank you for submitting, or you can type here we will call you shortly, something like that. So this is a one part of submission setting where you can greet your customer after they click on submit button with this message. Thank you for submitting, we will call you shortly. There is other two options too, like link to the page. Link to the page are same. You can connect your submit button, that means this button, to a page of your website. Means after submitting the button, you can send them or redirect them to a different page, like a blog or contact us page or product page. So they invest more time on your website, because if you show the success message, after reading the success message, they will close the website. But if you link your submit button to a different page, maybe a blog page, maybe a really good content, they will visit to that page, spend around 1 or 2 minutes extra on your website, and that times really counts when Google is ranking your website. So you can link your website any page from here, or the third option is linking a external website. That means someone else website, or maybe a Google Drive where they can download something. Maybe you want them to download something from your Google Drive, maybe a video, maybe an image, maybe a PDF file about your business. So what you can do, you can click here on link on external, and you can type the URL of that website. Like here, choose the web address part and type the URL of your Google Drive where they can download a video or audio or PDF file from your website. That you can do from this section. So it's up to you which success submission setting you want to choose. So let's say I want to go with the first one, success message. Now after that, the setting part. On the setting part, you will decide where you will receive your customer information, their queries. So first of all, you will name your form, because these kind of form you will use on every single page, and you don't want to confuse whether this is lead coming from home page or contact us page or product page. So you will name your form, like let's say I want to name this form a home contact. So when I receive a home contact tag, I will find out that this lead is coming from a home page. Then which email ID you will receive your customer's lead, in your personal email ID or your professional email ID, you can change it from this section. So this is all about the contact us form part, where you can create or customize your section. Now this is another section here. I think this section is extra section, so I will delete it from here. I don't need it. And then the last section is the footer section. Same like header, every website have a footer too. So this is the footer section. On a footer section, there will be the branding of your name and the copyright of your website, that Advertising proudly created with Wix.com. You can change it from here. Like click here and go to the edit part. And again, here you will ask for your customer's email ID, because email ID are really important part of your business, because it will help with email marketing campaigns. So let's go to the footer part. This is the footer part. And in the footer part, you can use your business name also here. Again, if you want to showcase your email address, you can also showcase your email address. Then subscribe now button. If you want to showcase social media handles, you can also do it from this section, like this. And address, anything you want to do, you can do it from here. If you want to hide your subscribe now form because you already use it above, so you can hide it from this section like this one. and you can hide it like this. And at the end, your company brand name and who created your website. If you created your website, so remove the Wix.com branding from here and use your web developer name here. So this website is created by me. So I can type here, this website is created by M and M advertising. This is the copyright part of your website, which is telling anyone that you can't steal the content from this website. So this is the footer part. So now our home page of our website is completed. Now our website have more than 7 to 8 pages. This website, it's up to you how many pages you need in your website. So one by one, you will edit every single page of your website, and the page you will find out from this section. Click here, and all the pages will be appear here in the line in vertical bar, and one by one you will update every single page or customize every single page. Same thing, first pick the design, then you will click on edit and customize it with your business details or picture. First this page, then this, every single page you will do one by one, all the pages you have here. And if you want to add extra page into your website, you will directly click here on add a page like this and choose a page category from here. These pages are recommended one and these pages are extra. So I already using 4 to 5 pages in my website. If I want to add extra pages, maybe a work page or product page or blank page. If my page is not available here, I will go with the blank page. Or if I want to create some kind of forum, orders for a restaurant website, menu for a restaurant website, or if I have some kind of an online store, so I will click here on an online store. So I can add any kind of pages from here. These are the light boxes. What are the light boxes are actually? Light boxes are like a pop-up, and we create these kind of pop-ups on our website when we are giving some kind of a freebie or some kind of a discount on our website for a limited time of offers, and we want to tell everyone about that, or we want to generate some kind of a website traffic on a specific page. For example, if I'm doing some kind of a promotion, let's say I'm giving a 50% discount, and I want to tell everyone who is visiting my website that today on a Monday I am giving 50% discount on every single product on my website. So I will create these kind of light boxes like this one. I will click on a promotion one. I will choose the tab. Let's say I want to go with this one, and this tab will be appear. So when someone type my domain name, a pop-up will appear, a small screen will appear on the dashboard of their computer or a mobile device, and they have to cross it if they want to visit my website, or they have to click on the call to action button. So how a light box or pop-up look like, you will find out now. So that's how a pop-up will look. So when you type a domain, these kind of a screen, a small screen will appear. So now as a customer, you have two options. One is click on a cross and continue with the website content, or engage with my promotion. And to engage with my promotion, you have to click on this call to action button. So these kind of pop-up you can create for your website to generate a website traffic on a specific page, or to promote any kind of special offer you are promoting, or you are using on your website. And you can, same thing like a website page or section, you can customize it from edit section like this. Click on the edit section, and you can change the title, like let's say I'm providing 50% discount, so I will type here 50% discounts on all orders like this. So after seeing this kind of a promotional tab, 90% customer will engage with it. So these kind of promotional tabs, or we call them light boxes, you can use on your website. Then you can write a little bit about on the paragraph part about the promotion you are giving them, and the most important will be the picture and the call to action button. So you can type here book now or buy now, let's say, because these are mostly used by e-commerce website. So buy now and connect this buy now button to a product page where they can actually buy a product from your website. Let's say my product page is Diner project page. This is my product page. So I connected it from here. So after clicking the buy now button, they will reach to that page where I'm giving them discount as a customer. Also, you can change an image on this part too. So this is the promotion tab you can use on your website, especially for e-commerce. Also, this is used by a blogger. Whenever they write a new blogs, they want your readers to read that new blog. On a home page, all the blogs will appear, but the new blogs have a separate page. You can type here new blog update and create these kind of picture. Also, we use this kind of promotion tab light boxes to collect email ID. Mostly the bloggers, influencer or affiliate marketers use these kind of light boxes to collect email ID from their customers. Like I will show you again. Let me first delete this one because this is not for my business category. I don't have any kind of e-commerce website. So let me delete this lightbox first. Now, as a blogger or as a business owner, you need email ID from your customers. So you can do cold emailing and cold or send email marketing campaign to them. So again, you will click here on add it to the page and choose light box of subscribe now. Even the e-commerce website use these kind of tricks to collect email ID of their customers. So they create some kind of, I told you which H&M is doing. They create these kind of subscribe now button. So 50% discount or free delivery, these kind of things. So let's say I want to go with this one. Sign up now. So as a marketer, you can type here like a free demo session or free 1 month service or free package to collect email ID. Or as a e-commerce website, you can use this kind of light boxes to collect email ID from your customers by giving them some kind of a discount on some product or giving them some kind of shipping order or any freebie you want to give them. And you can create these kind of light boxes to collect email IDs too. So we can do a lot of things from this email ID section, whether to collect email address here or send them to a specific page where they can buy a product, or to collect their phone numbers, name and email ID in a contact form for cold calling purposes. So there are lots of options available for you in this lightbox section. So anything you want to add, you can add from by clicking on the add page. Whether you want to add a page to your website or a light box to your website by clicking the this section, and after clicking the this section here of add to page. Now every website page have a different section. On home page we have added section like header, footer, introduction, services, about us, Instagram, meet my tab, meet my team, or testimonial. On about us page or contact us page, I will add some other type of section. So to add those section, you will click here on section to the page and you can choose any section you want to choose. This section we already using, about us, project, work, team, any section you can choose from here, from this section. Like if you are creating some kind of e-commerce website, so which will good for you, product gallery, product slider and feature product. So these three you will add on your page. If you're creating a portfolio for your company or for yourself, you will use this one. There are lots of sections here you can add on every single page of your website. And the one which you need to know also is the HTML one. Let's find HTML one here. Yeah, HTML embed. So any kind of special or dynamic feature you want to add in your website, but it's not available here. So you can click here HTML embed and ask a web developer to create a coding for that section, and you can copy paste that coding in this HTML, and your dynamic feature will be added into your website, like a tab for collecting payment, a call to action button of pay now or apply now or book now. You can create on these sections. We will show you later part when we learn the other things of digital marketing. So this is all about creating a website using a website builder tool. I just showing you the uh, homepage section, customizing the homepage section, but you will do on every single section. You will customize every single section, every single page of your website, the website you are creating it. After doing that, what you have to do, you have option of first check the preview, how your website will appear. So you will click here before publishing, you will check the preview here, how your website is appearing on different devices. So on the last recent lecture, I told you one thing, that you need to create a responsive website. And what is a responsive website? A responsive website is a website which automatically adjusts itself on different screen sizes. Now, the site we are creating on a website builder tool, we need to know that this website is responsive or not. And how we can find out it is responsive or not? By checking the preview. When it will take few minutes, and after that I can check the preview. Now see the preview of this website on a desktop device, and this is the preview. That's how a website will look like when someone opens this website on a laptop. The one we created here, it will look like this on a laptop. Now see every single picture and every single text properly aligned and properly visible and visually pleasing. Here the menu in the horizontal bar, because the horizontal space on laptop and desktop are bigger than mobile devices. Now let's check the mobile version of this website. So I am not doing anything here manually. This tool is doing it for you. So the benefit of creating a website using a website builder tool is that you don't need to worry about a responsive website. It will automatically create it for you. But when you are creating a website using a coding, or a web developer agency or a web developer is creating a website for you, then you need to worry about it, if that person is creating a responsive website or not. And you need to ask that person to create a responsive website. For website builder tool, they gave us an extra feature and they create a responsive website for us without any manual action. So here you will see this is a mobile version. Within a few minutes, it will be visible to you, and you find out that everything is normal. No word, not a single word or alphabet or a sentence or an image is overlaying with each other, or nothing is cropping out from the corners. And earlier, where the menu was a horizontal bar in the desktop mode, because desktop and laptop have more horizontal space, in mobile devices and tablet, menu is on a vertical bar because mobile devices have less horizontal space. So this tool is automatically adjusting all the images, resizing the images, resizing the text, and resizing the menu and other element of a website according to the screen size. For mobile devices, they are resizing images and the menu element on the vertical bar. It will take a few seconds because website have 4 to 5 pages and they have to create a responsive website for mobile version. So till then, maybe take 2 or 3 minutes. Any question, any doubt you have, you can ask.
या मतलब जो मैंने बनाया था वेबसाइट उसमें जो मेरी इमेज है ना वो अंदर की तरफ जा रही है. आई जस्ट शेयर द स्क्रीन विद यू.
Just let me unshare my screen. Okay, show me.
Can you see it?
Just give a, yeah, now it's visible.
Yeah. This image. Is it very long or something is wrong?
Okay, so this is a scrolling effect. Scrolling
Okay.
effect to your website, actually this is a. It's not a problem with your website. It's a scrolling effect you have choosing your website. So maybe you have to go to the edit part and click on the image setting, and there will be an option of a scrolling. Okay, so from there you can choose a different type of scrolling, parallax, or maybe a different kind of also there too. So try that from, maybe something will change from that part.
Alright, I'll do that.
Yeah,
ज़्यादा तो
go to
मैंने
the,
अभी इसमें कुछ किया है.
yeah, go to the left hand side column. Yeah, and scroll down. Yeah, go to the setting,
Okay.
and there is an option of a scrolling there.
This
Yeah,
one?
yeah. So try to change everything here, and if you click on the none one, so maybe it will not happen. I'm not pretty much, I'm not 100% sure because I don't use ADI much. I mostly create website on editor tool, ADI for beginners. So probably it will not happen again if you choose none.
Yeah.
It's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah. So there are other type of scrolling, but these kind of things, na, features give our website a dynamic look. Our website look really creative.
Okay.
These kind of features. Right now, edited, sorry, ADI tool, there are limited number of features are available in ADI. When you create a website on ADI, there are lots of creative freedom you have, and I will show you tomorrow that what are creative freedom you have in
Okay.
editor tool. You can make a minor changes in your single website, small to small changes. Everything you can change in editor tool. That I will show you tomorrow.
Alright. Till now it's looking fine.
Yeah, I think the color is some kind of not catchy. I don't finding it really good. The green one.
Okay.
Maybe
Actually, it was going with the
depend on.
logo.
No. It's actually it's not about me. Okay, everyone have a different choices. Maybe it's not my favorite color. Okay, so don't think about.
Maybe.
Yeah, so everyone have a different uh, need. Maybe they'll find it more visually pleasing this color. So you can go with the color, same color, or you can change it later if you don't find it interesting. There is no worry about. So it's looking fine till now. So your website have only two pages, home and shop. So you have to create more pages to your website.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also call to action button. I think no call to action button on the introduction part.
Yeah, it's not there. I'll add that.
Yeah, so call to action button is important for every single part because after seeing this, they will visit to your second page. So
Yeah.
so that you have to create, and also then check the mobile version of this website. You can also check by clicking the computer icon. Is this website is responsive or not?
Yeah.
So this is the benefit of using a ADI tool. You can create a responsive website. In normal tools, you need to create it manually or ask a web developer to do that. So that's why which website uh, developer do a lot these days because we don't need to create it manually.
Yeah.
It will take time, maybe. Yeah, this is mobile version. So you can see earlier your menu was in a horizontal bar. Now it's in a vertical bar under the three horizontal line because mobile devices have less space, so they automatically adjust the size of it, or they also
Yeah.
resize your images and the text. Earlier, the this part of the heading of your introduction part was below the image. Now it's overlaying your image.
Yeah.
So now, because of this responsiveness of work, now your font is not visible in mobile version because of the
Yeah,
white
my
color.
font is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why you need to change the background color of your image, or you have to change the text color of your font because 95% traffic come from mobile devices. You have to create a website which is mobile friendly,
Okay.
and you can do that. You don't need to go to a you can have a different color on a mobile device and different color on a website. You can also do that. Okay. So
Your voice
when you
is
go
not
to the
audible.
edit part, I'm not audible to you.
Yeah, now you are.
Okay. So I was saying, try to change the color from the edit part and choose a color where your font is visible to or readable.
Okay.
Oh, so that's all for today. Tomorrow we will work on the dashboard part of this website. On the dashboard part, we have a tools which we can manage to create events or sell our product online, or to connect our payment gateway to take payment from our customers online, or the other marketing tools which comes with this website. We will learn about that on the dashboard part. Then we will learn about a editor tool or another way of creating a website on a wix.com, which give you a lots of creating freedom. After that, our creating a website and creating a online presence using a website will almost completed by half. Then we will learn about another website development tool, which is WordPress. WordPress is also popular, especially in blogging.
Okay.
Okay,
Can you
so that,
share this lecture with me?
yeah, sure, I will share the recording.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all for today, and we